Happy morning, my dear students. Today we are going to see a new lesson in science, synthetic fibers and plastics. Contents: introduction, types of fibers, synthetic fibers, rayon, nylon, polyester and acrylic, characteristics of synthetic fibers, advantages and disadvantages, plastics and the environment. According to your point of view, what are the basic needs of human life? Air? Yes. Food? Of course. Shelter? Obviously. In addition, one more is also considered to be the basic need of human life. What is that? Yes, clothes. Clothes are also one of the basic needs of human life. How do clothes protect us? Clothes protect us from the heat of the sun, rain, cold, insect bites, and also give a smart look for us. As you know, clothes are made from different fibers, either natural fibers or man-made fibers. Fibers. What is a fiber? A fiber is thin thread, just like our hair, thin thread of a natural or artificial substance, especially one that is used to make cloth or rope. So fibers are used to make fabrics. But apart from making fabrics, fibers are also used for making a large variety of household articles too. Fibers can be broadly classified into two types, that is natural fibers and synthetic fibers. Natural fibers are the fibers which are obtained from natural sources such as plants and animals. Synthetic fibers are the fibers which are obtained with the help of chemicals. Let's see the natural fibers first. Natural fibers, as I said, are broadly classified into two types such as plant fibers and animal fibers. Plant fibers are the fibers which are obtained from the plants such as cotton, which is obtained from the fruit of the cotton plant, hemp, which is obtained from the stem of the hemp plant, coir, which is obtained from the outer husk of the coconut, jute, which is obtained from the stem of the jute plant, and flax, which is obtained from the stem of the flax plant. Good quality fabrics called linen are prepared from the flax fibers. Animal fibers are those which are obtained from animals. Example, wool, which is obtained from the animals such as sheep, angora goat, rabbit, camel, yak, etc. Silk, which is obtained from the cocoon of the silkworm. Already in your previous classes, you have studied about these plant fibers and animal fibers in detail. Let's see synthetic fibers in detail in this class. Synthetic fibers. What are synthetic fibers? As I said earlier, synthetic fibers are man-made fibers or also called as artificial fibers because synthetic fibers are made from different chemicals. All the synthetic fibers are prepared by a number of processes using raw materials of petroleum origin called petrochemicals. That is, synthetic fibers are prepared from the chemicals called petrochemicals, which is the raw material of petroleum origin. Synthetic fibers can be broadly classified into four main types: rayon, nylon, polyester and acrylic. How do synthetic fibers form? Synthetic fibers are formed by the process called polymerization. A synthetic fiber is a chain of small chemical units joined together. That each small unit is called a monomer. Large chain formed by many monomers is called a polymer. So the name mono means single, poly means many. Many single unit join together and form a large chain called polymer. This formation of small monomers to a large polymer is called as polymerization. This is how synthetic fibers are formed. How do fiber change to fabric? Fiber change into fabric with the help of two important processes. First, the fiber will be spun into yarn or thread. The method of making yarn from the fiber is called spinning. Then the yarn will be woven or knitted into fabric with the help of two processes called weaving or knitting. This is same for both the fibers, that is for natural fibers as well as the synthetic fibers. These processes are similar. As I said in the previous slide, polymers occur in synthetic fibers. That is, synthetic fibers are formed by the process called polymerization. Do polymers occur only in synthetic fibers, or do polymers occur in nature also? Wait and get the answer. Rayon. Rayon is a fiber obtained by chemical treatment of wood pulp. You have read in class 7 that silk fiber obtained from silkworm was discovered in China and was kept as a closely guarded secret for a long time. Fabric obtained from silk fiber was very costly, but its beautiful texture fascinated everybody. Attempts were made to make silk artificially. Towards the end of the 19th century, scientists were successful in obtaining a fiber having properties similar to that of silk. Such a fiber was obtained by chemical treatment of wood pulp, which is commonly called as rayon. So, in order to compensate the original silk, rayon was synthesized. That is why it is also called as artificial silk. Although it is obtained from a natural source, that is wood pulp, yet it is a man-made fiber. How? Because along with the wood pulp, chemicals such as sodium hydroxide, dilute sulfuric acid and copper sulfate were added together and formed as rayon. Spinneret. What is a spinneret? Spinneret is a device which is used to synthesize synthetic fibers. The chemical solution will be allowed to flow through the tiny holes of the spinneret. The solution is then allowed to cool and solidify, thus forming the fiber. This is how synthetic fibers are obtained from the spinning device called spinneret. Properties of rayon. Rayon is a good absorbent of sweat. It is lustrous in appearance, that is shiny in appearance. It can be easily dyed and woven into cloth, that is it can easily absorb the colors. It drapes well, that is it can be folded easily. Uses of rayon. Rayon is used for making dress materials, surgical dressings, that is the sterile gauze, for making helmets, for making jackets and tracksuits, and also to make curtains, carpets and bed sheets. Nylon. Nylon is another man-made fiber. In 1931, it was made without using any natural raw material from plant or animal. It was prepared from coal, water and air. Nylon is a synthetic fiber which was prepared from coal, water and air. Even though rayon is a synthetic fiber, nylon was the first fully synthetic fiber, and it is the strongest synthetic fiber which can be molded into any shape. Properties of nylon. Nylon is lustrous and easy to wash. Highest tensile strength, that is, as I already said, it is the strongest synthetic fiber. It is the toughest elastic material. It is slightly water absorbent, dried quickly, that is it absorbs the water partially and it can also be dried quickly. Uses of nylon. Nylon is used for making saris, socks, car seat belts, sleeping bags, toothbrush bristles, raincoats, swimming wears, parachutes and fishing nets. Even rope for mountain climbing is also made with the help of the fiber called nylon. Polyester. Polyester is another synthetic fiber. Fabric made from this fiber do not get wrinkled easily. How do polyesters form? Alcohol and organic acid. What are organic acids? Already in grade 7 you would have studied about the organic acids. Acids which are obtained from the plants and animal sources such as citric acid, tartaric acid, malic acid, oxalic acid, acetic acid, etc. That alcohol and organic acid together form a chemical compound called ester, which are polymers. From that esters, polyesters are prepared. Polyesters come under the brand names of Terylene, Dacron, Terene and polyester. Among this, Terylene is a popular polyester. It can be drawn into very fine fibers that can be woven like any other yarn. Properties of polyester. They are easy to wash because it does not shrink or stretch. It dries quickly. It is tough, lightweight and elastic. It is resistant to pest and chemical. That is, it cannot be spoiled by the pest and chemicals. Uses of polyester. Polyester is used for making shirting, suiting, saris and draperies. The most common polyester is PET. The full form of PET is polyethylene terephthalate. P stands for poly, E stands for ethylene and T stands for terephthalate. Polyethylene terephthalate, that is PET, is used for making bottles, utensils, films, wires, etc. Now you can understand why always we'll say PET bottles and PET jars, because they are made with the help of PET, that is polyethylene terephthalate. Acrylic. We wear sweaters and use shawls or blankets in the winter. Many of these are actually not made from natural wool, though they appear to resemble wool. These are prepared from another type of synthetic fiber called acrylic. So acrylic is often used as a substitute for wool. The clothes made from acrylic are relatively cheap. We know very well the natural fiber wool is very expensive. That is why we can use acrylic as an alternative for that natural wool because it is very cheap. It is available in variety of colors and they appear to resemble wool. That is, you cannot differentiate between the original wool and acrylic. Both look same. Properties of acrylic. It is resistant to moths. That is, it cannot be spoiled by the insects. It is soft with crimps. It can be dyed in different colors. It is durable. That is, lifelong, lightweight and washable. It is available in sheets. It is strong and stain resistant. Uses of acrylic. Acrylic is used for making sweaters, shawls, blankets, carpets, etc. Along with glass fiber, acrylic is also used for making automobile light, lenses, surgical tools, etc. Blending fibers. What is the meaning of blending? Mixing together. Mixing one or more substance together is called as blending. So we can mix a natural fiber and a synthetic fiber. By that we can form so many blending fibers. Polycot, polywool, terrycot and terrywool are the common blending fibers. Polycot is a mixture of polyester and cotton. Polywool is a mixture of polyester and wool. Terrycot is a mixture of terylene and cotton, and terrywool is a mixture of terylene and wool. All these blending fibers are used for making dress materials. Advantages of synthetic fibers. We know very well synthetic fibers are synthesized from chemicals, even though they have so many advantages. What are they? They are very strong, elastic, They retain their original shape. They are very soft. They are available in different colors. Among all, they are very cheap, economical. Even though synthetic fibers have some advantages, they have some disadvantages too. They does not absorb moisture. That is why synthetic fibers are not suitable to wear in summer season. When we wear the synthetic fabrics, we feel rough. Synthetic fabrics can easily catch fire. That is why we are not allowed to wear synthetic fibers and work in the kitchen. It can melt very easily. I think in the beginning of this session, I asked a question to you. Do polymers occur in nature also? Yes, polymers occur in nature also. Cotton is a natural fiber. It is a polymer called cellulose. Cellulose is made up of a large number of glucose units. So, in cotton fiber, glucose is a monomer. Large number of glucose units, that is large number of glucose monomers join together and form a polymer called cellulose. So, polymer can occur in natural fiber also. To summarize, a fiber is a thin thread of a natural or artificial source which is used to make fabric or rope. Fibers can be broadly classified into two types, natural fibers and man-made fibers. Natural fibers are obtained from plant and animal. Plant fibers are those such as cotton, jute, flax, hemp, coir, etc. Animal fibers are those which are obtained from animals, example wool, silk, etc. Man-made fibers or synthetic fibers are synthesized from the chemicals, example nylon, rayon, polyester, acrylic, etc. Hope you have enjoyed the class. Along with this video, worksheet will be sent to you. Kindly complete the worksheet and we will continue the remaining topics in the next class. Thank you.